Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another post-game video for my Steelers. And the Steelers are 5-7 as we get the job done down in Atlanta as we beat the Falcons 19-16. Another gutless win. Not a victory that I'm not too happy about. I mean, I'm happy. Obviously, it's great to see my Steelers winning, but just it wasn't pretty. It was a pretty ugly win. Like how many times do I have to watch it? How many times is this team gonna do this? We played so well in the first half, and then, like last week against the Colts, we just slumped like a freaking leaf, or whatever you call it. We just stumped like dumpster fire in the second half. The Steelers have scored only 3 points in the second half in this game, and it didn't look good. It just, oh my God. But I'm going to just talk about the bad. The bad is, I just got to say this defense, just how many times is this defense going to get, like, completely torched by slant routes? Like, holy shit. Um, it just, it's embarrassing, man. And let me ask you something. Because I don't know what the issue with this guy is. Diontae Johnson. What is your problem, man? Like, we just extended you to 3 years on a contract, and you drop two crucial passes. You start making a play, and then you start smiling. Like, you drop fucking passes and you start to smile. Like, stop smiling. What is up with this guy? What is up with Diontae Johnson? Like, Diontae Johnson, what is up with you? We signed 3 years for you. I was thinking it was like 39 point something million just for you to drop the fucking ball. Like, what the fuck, man? Oh, it's great that you redeem yourself, but you let Atlanta Falcons burn a timeout. This was towards the end of the game, by the way. Other bad shit, probably just the entire second half. This team is not just this week, it's last week, this season, last season, and just throughout the years of a Steelers fan, I just have to put up with this shit. When are you going to realize that you have to play all four quarters of fucking football? Just like last week, this team plays good in the first half, and then they're like a dumpster fire in the second half. Like, holy shit. But besides the bad thing, I want to talk about this game. Like I said, we had a great first half. It was a little bit of a disappointing first drive. I thought we could have something going. Kenny Pickett played decent. Kenny Pickett, still, he hasn't threw an interception yet, which is good. But he's progressing as a rookie quarterback. The only thing that I probably would say he did bad, I don't know. I know, like, he threw a couple passes, overthrew one of them with Pat Fryermuth, and I'm going to get to Pat Fryermuth in a bit. But Kenny Pickett played okay, I guess. He played great. The second half came. Oh my God, you almost took the lead again. Thank God. The Falcons got a touchdown and only a field goal on that second drive where they tried to score points. Like, if they were to score points, it would have been like, 20-19? But thankfully, the defense made a stop. The only reason why they only had a field goal instead of a touchdown is Atlanta was making simple mistakes. The Steelers got so lucky with Atlanta making the stupid mistakes and stuff like that in the penalties. And by the way, Dan Moore is absolute, like, a wreck. Like, we have to get a left tackle. I had enough of this fucking guy. Like, can we get him off of the team? I had enough of him fucking up, the offensive line. Dan Moore needs to leave. Kevin Johnson he had penalties. It just was offensive line, man. Dan Moore needs to fucking leave. I mean, like, he should have just stayed in Atlanta. Like, I had enough of this fucking guy. Like, why? But like I was saying, the only reason why they only got 3 points at the end, trying to take the lead, is because they made stupid penalties. They decided to go on 4th and goal. They decided to hit the field goal. I thought they could have gone for it because there was only like 8 minutes left. But that's just that. Talking about the Steelers scoring side. We had a bad opening drive which led to a field goal. We led to another field goal. Look, Matthew Wright, I don't know when Chris Boswell is still out for a couple weeks. So because of that, Matthew Wright's been our starting, kicker. But Connor Heyward had one touchdown, his first ever career touchdown pass in the NFL. Congratulations. Connor Heyward is Cameron Heyward's younger brother, by the way. And this came right after a great, unbelievable play. Kenny Pickett to Pat Freiermuth. He shaked off two Atlanta Falcons defenders, and he took it to 70-yard touchdown throw by Kenny Pickett to Pat Freiermuth. He shakes off two defenders, and he brings it down to the red zone. I'm like, oh my God, what a play by Pat Freiermuth. And after that, a dagger to Connor Heyward to put us up. By the way, after the 6-0 lead, the Atlanta Falcons got a touchdown. Actually, a field goal. Sorry, not a touchdown. It was 6-3, and then we got an unbelievable drive. Pat Freiermuth, 70 yards, shaked off two defenders, leading to Connor Heyward touchdown pass from Kenny Pickett, 13-6. And then before the half, we made a drive going, and then unfortunately we only got a field goal. There's so many field goals in this game. It's 16-6, and then that's when the second half came. The second half was just an absolute nightmare. I don't know what was going on in the second half. We got one field goal, 19-16. It was literally 16-6, and then the Falcons got a touchdown, and then they were, Juju Smith. No, wow, no. Oh my God, I almost said Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh my God, Diontae Johnson. Sorry about that, folks. Diontae Johnson. It just dropping passes. One of them looked like it was a fumble. Why would you do that, man? I had enough with this guy. One of the games, he caught the ball and he went backward for negative yards instead of going for first. I don't know what that play. You guys remember that dumbass play by Diontae Johnson? But this game, thankfully, thank the Lord, it was called a incomplete pass instead of a fumble. At first, I thought it was a fumble. And I was like, oh my God, did Diontae Johnson really fucking fumble the fucking ball? Holy shit. Hang on to the fucking ball, man. Diontae Johnson, I had enough of this dude, man. He dropped 2 or 3 crucial passes. This guy smiling on the sideline. And speaking of the sideline, I want to talk about George Pickens in a bit because, you can see him all frustrated. People have been talking about the way that he threw his helmet to the ground and how he got frustrated. And I understand his frustration. He only got 2 carries. He only got 2 catches all game. And this is the question is, why do we not give the ball to George Pickens? George Pickens is a stud. I love this guy. Look, I can say it. I can see George Pickens being our number 1 receiver moving forward. And it hurts to see him get frustrated. But you have to understand, this is your quarterback. Kenny Pickett is also a rookie, and he's trying to make plays. But still, the amount of time we don't give the ball to George Pickens is just unbelievable. He has every right to get angry, but you have to understand, his quarterback is a rookie. He's trying to make plays, but that's that. But I'm not gonna talk too much about this game. Connor Heyward had an unbelievable catch touchdown, his first ever career touchdown. And then Kenny Pickett played decent. The reason why we almost lost this game was because of the second half. Diontae Johnson, what are you doing dropping fucking passes at the crucial moments and almost fumbling the fucking ball? At the end of the game, I had a heart attack. This team gives me a heart attack literally every fucking day. Every fucking week. Not every fucking day. Well, every fucking week with his close-ass games. For some reason, this is Mike Tomlin at his finest. Always play conservative. Can't close out games. I don't get this team. But at the end of the game, the Atlanta Falcons got a field goal, 19-16. You got 6 minutes left. You gotta get something going. We get something going until we have to punt the ball. And I'm like, we could easily go for the field goal. But I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we punting the ball? Why the hell are we punting the ball instead of going to the field goals? And after that, I understood that actually we took a delay of game and then punted it. And it was an unbelievable punt by Harvin. It was on the 2-yard line, and I'm like, oh, okay, Mike Tomlin didn't want to risk it because if you miss the field goal, they'll be They just probably need like 1 foot down to go on field goal range. They didn't want to. They technically didn't want to risk a field goal or a block field goal, so they decided to punt it. Harvin with an unbelievable punt that led to one last chance, 42 seconds, and the defense, the way they were playing in the second half, it didn't look good. But the first play seals the game. Minkah Fitzpatrick with the interception, and that was your ball game, folks. Minkah Fitzpatrick with a big interception. Wow. Marcus Mariota, unbelievable, man. Just really. But that's your ball game, man. And there's nothing really to. The only thing I had issues with was the second half, with the drop passes by Diontae Johnson and the defense stumbling. That's just. And we improved to 5-7, still last place in the division. It just. That's just that. And next week we play our AFC rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be interesting to see because they just lost Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson left the game against the Denver Broncos with injury. So I think Tyler Huntley, whoever's going to play, his name's Tyler Huntley. I don't even know who's going to replace him. But the Steelers win 19-16 in Atlanta to improve to 5-7 on the season. And next week we go and host the Baltimore Ravens, our AFC North rivals, in the first meeting of the season at Acrisure Stadium. Is going to be a great one, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm Bruin Steel here. I'm not going to talk too much about the game. That's my post-game video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week for my post-game video against the Falcons. Against the Ravens. See ya.